Danielle, what happened? You were my favorite. The dance moves. I was just like, please let it be a Neil. I had this whole opening. I thought it was going to be a Neil on Monday. I already had my question lined up. I was going to be like, I feel like I'm interviewing myself. And then it just flipped to you, and I was like, I don't want to interview her. I want her to stay. So what happened?
Honestly, I was completely shocked. Deep down at the bottom of my heart, I really, really thought that Anil was going home. I put, a lot of trust in people, and I guess I shouldn't have. I'm a really trusting person, and I'm an honest person, so I thought other people would be the same. And, I was wrong, and I totally got blindsided, and I got backdoored, and I just really didn't see it coming.
The rule with Big Brother is never volunteer to be the pawn.
Yeah.
And so were you that comfortable? Like, did you just think, okay, it's not going to happen to me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I genuinely felt really comfortable. I knew that myself, Gary, and Suzette, just my friendship with them alone had me kind of on the, lower side of the group. Like, we weren't the strongest. And I thought it would be a good way to show the others, like, my loyalty to them, and, maybe they would see that, oh, okay, she's doing this for us, we can, bring her into our group, and maybe I could have lasted longer in the house. And, they had me thinking that it was like a dead set thing, 100%. I mean, they were all looking into my eyes, and I didn't see any kind of suspicion or anything like that, so I felt completely comfortable.
You remember in your opening video, I think they asked you, what is your strategy going to be? And you were like, I'm going to use these assets, I'm going to get into a showmance. And so did you see all the girls sort of coupling up with the guys, and was there no sort of way in? Because that's kind of what I was thinking you were going to do.
Yeah, well, when I first got into the house, it's almost like the showmances happened, like, bam, bam, bam. And, like, even if I was attracted to somebody in the house, like, it was just, I'm not somebody who's going to jump on that right away. I like to feel things out, get to know the person, whatever, but it was almost like the showmances just came over the first day, and I was like, whoa, like, I can't get in there. So, and I was fine with that. Maybe showmances can hurt you in the end anyways. And so I'm comfortable with what I did in my situation. And,
Did you have a suspicion about the guys all working together, the Quattro, the Shield, the whatever, Musketeers?
Yeah, there was a lot of, like, bro talk in the house. A lot of the guys were sticking together, and they were like the cool guys, like Tom and Emmett. Everybody else just kind of wanted to fit in with the popular kids. So any sign they had of, join us, of course they jumped at the chance. So I completely knew what was going on. I just thought that, maybe there would be a chance for the girls to be strong. And that's kind of what hurt me in the end, because Jillian did say, I want to have this girl alliance, me, Jillian, Liza, and Tala. And I was like, perfect, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So then I was even more trusting to her. And, unfortunately, I should have been.
You know what shocked me is that I feel like when you were in high school, you were like at the popular table, and I feel like in the Big Brother house, you were kind of like with the kind of like, I'm not going to say not so cool, but kind of with the offbeat people.
Right.
Did you expect that going in? Like, I didn't see you and Gary like that.
Well, actually it's funny because Gary and I do have a lot of things in common. Like, we both, love the TV, and we love, the fame, and we love that kind of stuff. Love the makeup, love chatting.
Yeah.
So, and we're just very opinionated, and we speak what's on our mind, so we automatically clicked. But, I really did think that I was going to be a little bit more popular. Like, all the girls were, like, getting with guys right away, and I'm like, am I not hot? I mean, like, why am I out of the loop here? So I was definitely a little bit confused. But, in my experience from being in the house, I'm happy that I was close to the people I was, because I feel like they were the most real people. They were the people that, did speak their mind, and maybe not competition-wise wasn't so smart. But, I stuck to my guns, and I, stayed close to people that I felt comfortable with in trusting and telling my life about. And so I stuck with them, and I'm kind of happy I did, because in the end they did have my back. They were the ones who voted for me, and I'm happy that I at least made some friends out of it.
Topaz found out about the plan, and I think she told Gary a little bit about it, but you definitely had no idea, right? Because your reaction was pretty priceless.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't even know Topaz or had said anything to Gary or anything. He was a little bit upset, the day yesterday. He was very upset, and I was like, no, like, calm down. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that you're worried, but, these things happen, and I'll stay in the house. And, you know, he was just very upset, and I couldn't console him at all. So I started kind of getting suspicious, and I started asking people. Like, I even had a heart-to-heart with Jillian, and I was like, am I staying in the house? And she's looking at me in the eyes, and she's completely, yes. And I was like, oh, dead set, I'm staying in. And I think that, you know, relying on people looking away from you when they're talking and, you know, twiddling their thumbs and being nervous, it doesn't necessarily always happen. Like, people lie to you and they're looking at you right in the eyes.
Right. I'm lying to you this whole time. Yeah. No, Kat was really my favorite. What is it with Danielle's and Big Brother? You know, like, Danielle's have a storied history on this show. So is it just, I don't know if there's a theory behind it, but I was like, her name is Danielle. She's going to the end.
I know. I really thought I was going to do, you know, stay in a lot longer. And you always have to have a Danielle on the show, that's for sure. So I'm glad I got to be part of the show, and it was a great experience. And, you know, it is what it is. And, you know, I guess I always wish I could stay longer, but, you know.
And we're almost done. My very good friend is in the house, and I feel like when I watch, I feel like I'm his only friend in the world because everybody seems to hate him. So I have to ask you, what is up with AJ? Why does everybody not like this guy? I think he's like such a quirky, like funny guy, but I feel like it's rubbing everybody the wrong way.
I think AJ's just very like he talks a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a difference between like talking a lot and letting others talk and just keep on talking.
Right.
So I feel like a lot of people, because there is such strong personalities in the house, that people get angry when they can't talk as well, because it seems like everybody in the house, there's not really a shy person. Everybody just wants to talk. So because he talks all the time, I think people get really upset and frustrated, like, AJ, stop talking.
Right.
And, you know, he also refers to himself in third person a lot, which people are like...
Really?
People are like, what's going on? Like, who are you talking about? So, I thought he was a funny guy. And
there's no chance he's going to win, right? I should just like, hedge my bets.
I don't... Personally, I don't think he will, just because I think they see him as a pawn, just like myself, you know, somebody to, you know, just get off quickly and keep the strong ones in.
Gary's the only one who can take these guys out, I feel like.
He is, and I'm hoping that with me leaving, obviously he's really upset, and so am I, but I hope that he turned those feelings into anger, and he'll win HOH, and he'll throw glitter all over the house, and he'll piss everybody off, and it'll be all great, and you know, he'll make it far. I hope this doesn't get the best of him and he gets, you know, upset, and it kills him in the end, because I know that Tom did win HOH, and so now they are definitely in a rough spot.
Well, speaking about that, you know, everybody's saying that, like, the strategy they used in that HOH was brilliant, and I have to tell you, it was brilliant. Like, they're all answering A, and that's why it was all guys in the end, you know? So, do you respect the way that, like, Tom and Emmett are playing? Because I do feel like they're playing a pretty good game. I know you were on the outside of it, but they are playing a pretty good game.
Yeah. Competition-wise, yes, I do feel like, you know, they are doing well. I think because we have such different personalities, though, I do have a different take on it. Like, I went in there just wanting to be honest and true to myself, and, you know, they obviously had different motives, which is fine. And, you know, they're doing well for themselves, and in the end it is a competition, and, you know, each person's in there for themselves. And, you know, if they win, that's great, good for them. But,
Are you going to be watching the live feeds?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be watching it for sure. There's a lot of people I want to keep tabs on and try to figure out what's going to happen and stuff now that I know these people on a really personal level.
Now, my final question is this. I was a big fan of your dance moves, okay? I think your dance moves were just absolutely hysterical. That was my favorite part about After Dark. Can you show me a dance move before I let you go?
I guess so.
Okay.
Is there any particular one you like?
No, just a Danielle move, so I can say that Danielle taught me a dance move.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. After Dark's a little different.
I don't know, a kick? How do I do the kick? How do I do the Danielle kick?
The kick?
Yeah. Is it just like this?
Yeah, you just do that.
That's it. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to do it. Okay.
Wearing a dress?
No, okay, I'll do it.
No,
I got it.
One hand.
Okay, wait. So the hands first, and then the kick, or together?
You could do it together if you want.
Okay, ready? Okay, I don't want to kick you.
Okay, let's go. This is some serious stuff.
Okay. You can do that in a club?
More aggressive.
Okay.
Boom. That's right.
Right?
So when the beat comes on, you're like, yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. Danielle, thank you so much. It was great to meet you.
You too.